We've been considering how neighborhood missional communities are a place where disciples are trained, equipped, and encouraged. But being trained in the way of Jesus will necessarily mean going upstream from prevalent cultural forces that will discourage participation in missional communities. It's a matter of historical record that prior to the coming of Christ, human life was exceedingly cheap. Child abandonment, gladiator games, slavery, and a strong social hierarchy made it clear that not all life was created equal. But with the coming of Christ and the spread of the gospel, attitudes began to shift as people recognized and embraced the Christian message of individual worth and value. They began to see that all life was created in the image of God. We see almost the opposite attitude in today's society. The individual has been exalted and personal rights are sacrosanct. The pursuit of personal happiness is for many the only reason they live. There's an attitude in culture that says nobody has the right to tell me what I can and cannot do with my life. The primacy of the self is reinforced in advertisement and is increasingly becoming enshrined in laws. In our individualistic culture, the most important entity is the individual. While Jesus valued the individual with dignity and worth, he didn't endorse the deification of the self either. In fact, in Philippians we read, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility consider others above yourselves, not looking for your own interests, but each of you to the interests of others." And we read about the early church in this way, all the believers were one in heart and mind. No one claimed that any of their possessions were their own, but they shared everything they had. They valued the needs of the community above their own individual needs. Missional communities will tear down the idol of the self, since they primarily don't exist for you individually, but rather we join to serve others and to serve our neighborhoods. They're all about the other and not about you. When we participate in missional communities, we are inviting others to speak into our lives. We consult with others before we make major decisions because we understand that our personal decisions have implications for the community. Major life decisions should be made in the context of the community of faith where prayers are offered and wisdom is sought, and this is very counterintuitive to how most people live. Jesus said, "For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me and for the gospel will save it." If we truly believe that the life of Jesus is found as we offer our life and give it away to others, then being part of a missional community as we share life with others will become a gateway into the life that Jesus spoke about and longs for us to know. As we learn to live for Christ's community in the world, we'll find ourselves being set free from the slavery of our own selfish desires.